Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Idyll Jungle for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, another scenario from Blaze. This heavily tropical subset of rivers and lakes is the place for a theme park. Your job is to finish building the 5 roller coasters the park has installed, made by Blazing Empire HD. Your objective to finish building all 5 of the partially built roller coasters in this park, designing them to achieve excitement ratings of at least 6.2. Okay, so not huge goals then. 6.2 shouldn't be that difficult for us to achieve. We're charging for admission, so we've only got the 5 unfinished coasters. Let's put that up to 40. We won't get any guests coming in right at the start, but as soon as we've got enough down, they will start paying, and I don't want any coming in cheap because that'll just waste the potential for later on. Okay, so this is going to be a full-length playthrough, so a longer video. If you want me to do longer videos more often, then you've got to help out. You've got to do all the things that people don't like doing on YouTube, such as liking the video and commenting on the video, because all that stuff really does help the video. Okay, so you do that. I'll end up seeing more views and I'll think, oh, I better do some more videos that are longer. Okay, cool. So let's get on with it then. What have we got? We've got some gentle rides. We have got no transport rides. We've got those, so we can already see them. We haven't got a dinghy slide. So the 5 coasters we've got then are a wooden coaster, corkscrew coaster, suspended coaster, inverted coaster, and the lay down coaster. Okay. A twist. We've already seen that. And not a great selection of shops, but you know what? Let's just plonk down that. We'll drop that down to free, and we'll ram the price of the umbrellas up. They won't buy it when it's dry, but as soon as it rains, if they've got the cash, they will buy one. And that'll give us, depending on how many guests we got in the park, potentially thousands every time it rains. So that can really make or break your finances. Okay, so we've got one of those. Where are we going to put? Do you know what? If we get rid of these there, let's just do that. We don't have to terraform, but you know, it just kind of looks nicer. Let's see how much cash we've got available. 14%. Okay, so okay. So I don't want to go overboard with the shops, but putting down a few to begin with, that's got to be quite handy for us. We'll put a cash machine there, so after they've paid their $40, they come in, they do that. If they need the toilet, they can. Should we put down any flat rides? It will help by bringing guests in a little earlier, but it'll also cost money. So do you know what? I think maybe we won't bother with any of the flat rides. So do you know what? Let's turn off research. That'll save us some money every month. Let's flatten that bit out. We'll plonk down. Where is it? Is it that one? Yes, it's that one. And then we'll plonk down a couple of the food stalls just there. And there. Now, I've already seen that we've got pathing on the rides. Let's just double check that they're all connected, so I haven't got to do anything. Yeah, all the exits and entrances connected. I don't like the colors on these, so let's have a look. What have we got? Corkscrew, called Boulder. Let's have a look. So, for your first pass then, what I would suggest is just connecting them up. So this one comes up here, the corkscrew drops down, got 2 corkscrews, and then comes here, and there's not a huge gap to connect it back up. We've got a loop over there on that one. That could be handy for some interactions. The suspended coaster, that looks pretty easy to connect up. Do you know what? I think what we'll do is we'll just connect up this one. Let's put scenery back on so we can see where the path stuff is. There you go. Curve it there. We need to bend it back to there. How about we do another corkscrew, drop it down to the 35. Let's bring it back from this way. Straighten that off. Perfect. One train. Yep, that's what we want. Change these. Maximum waiting time 30 seconds. So what these do is it'll wait. Initially, it'll wait for full load. You can change that. And then these ones will override that. So it'll wait for a full load until it either gets a full load or it waits 30 seconds. And then it'll go. We want the lift speed to be 6. And we're going to put that on test. Let's change the color of it. There you go. That's cool. On 2 corkscrews. Now these ones don't give as much excitement as some of the other ones. So while 6.2 isn't a high goal, this one might fall short. 5 point, that's not far off. Do you know what? I think what we'll do is I'll leave it on that, but shall we give it? No, we'll leave it on that, even, and we'll just remember that it's. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to paint them like all red when we haven't done it, or red if it's not quite excited enough, and then put it green when it is, just so we can know quickly visually that it's done. Let's check that. Okay, so first coaster done. What I'm going to do now, save the video and carry on to the next one. Okay, cool. So how about we do the suspended coaster? Don't like the color on that. Let's change it to, since it is sort of up in the air, a plane ride, so let's change it to blue. So it comes down here, it goes up there. Let's have a look. So we need to get it back to 85 feet just there, and we're currently on 95. So let's go up a bit more, 105 feet. So with these, they like a bit of lateral G. So why don't we just do that, drop that down. Maybe we'll go up a little bit higher. Can we do that? No, we'll go under. No, we can't. Can we go there? No, we can't. Right, how about we do it like that then? No, we can't bend with these on the diagonals. Let's go out a little bit. Get a bit more cash. down one to get to the 85. Now we just need to meet back there. Cool. Okay, one train. Same thing for this one. Whilst we're doing that, we're running on test. Just save a little bit of time. Put this down to the 30 seconds. No, gone too far. Change the color of those. There you go, cool. If it makes it back up empty, it should make it back up full because it'll be a bit heavier, have a bit more momentum. The brake is a bit too heavy on that, but we can't do anything about it because we can't edit that bit of track because it was already there to begin with. Let's have a look at the stats. .47, so that one's good. Cool. So we'll open this up now. So now we've got 2 completed coasters, and guests are already starting to come into the park. So they're paying the 40. I have turned off the money where it shows that they're spending money. So you know that we had that warning. It's fine, guests are still paying. We might run the risk of, or we will run the risk of winning. Was it most worst value park award? Okay, so we've got 1 completed coaster. We've got 1 that isn't quite up to scratch, but that's fine. We can work on that later. And who knows, whilst building all the other coasters, the interactions might bring that over. So we'll just save the video and carry on. Okay, so what about the inverted coaster then? Dragon. I don't like the color of that. How about that? That looks pretty cool. So let's have a look. Height of tracks, 85 feet at the back. Okay, so let's take this up to about there. We'll drop it down. Bring it back around. What if we do that? Path there. Okay, cool. So what if we do, can we do a, is it a Sidewinder? Which might add some interactions with, no, what if we go 1 tile back? Will that work? No, slightly off on that. That's a shame. What if we do a, cool. What if we do that? Is there room under it? No, there won't be room under it because it's an inverted coaster. Cool. back. Or if we do another inline twist there. Or some more cash. Just need to expand this angle a little bit. And somehow I've gone a bit too far. That's weird. Okay, 2 cars. We don't need 2 trains. Let's run it on test. We'll do that maximum wait 30 seconds. Do you know what we can do as well? Let's check out Boulder. 6.07. So not far off for that little interaction. But if we toggle the lift chain speed as well. So it puts it into retest. There might be something that we haven't quite. Let's zoom in so we can see it better. Oh, wrong one. What was the stats on this? Oh, it's going to rain. Maybe we should. Do you know what we should do? I spy another junction just there. Pop down another kiosk. Why isn't it giving us the stats yet? And Boulder, still 6.07, okay. There you go, 7.3. So we've got 3 coasters open. 2 of them are over the stat requirement. 1 of them is slightly under, but it's improving and we're not even doing anything to it. We're just interacting other rides with it. So cool, let's save the video and move on. Okay, which one left now? So I think... Okay, now that is a horrible colour. Okay, we'll change the pipe in first. And then, oh, there you go, worst value park in the country. So that will reduce the amount of guests that spawn, but you know, we should be fine. Let's just connect this back up. We'll do another twist. It's not quite in line. Just do that, make it a little bit more interesting than just a long banked corner. Is that going to be enough? We haven't really done anything to it. We'll change it to one train. I'm just changing it to one train simply because it means it can't crash as long as the circuit's complete, obviously. But these wouldn't run if there wasn't. We'll change it to that. Oh wait, I know why the other one didn't test. It took so long to test. It's because I changed the chain lift speed after releasing it from test. So it went into retest, but then it didn't count because it was already partway through the first lap. Cool. So if this is already over the excitement goal, then that's a bit poor because, I mean, most of the track was done already. It would have been better if maybe some of the start was missing or something. Just have to wait for this one. Let's put on fast forward. And what is it? Plenty of drops, plenty of length, 2 inversions, 6.61. So that's a bit poor. All we did was connect it up and it was done. So we've only really got the wooden coaster to go. Boulder is still under. Let's have a look at the wooden coaster. Turn off scenery for nowsies. Goes up, it drops down here, and then comes back to there. That might, do you know, if we just have it sort of wiggle around this area and then come back and join up, that might be enough. It's not going to be enough for Boulder, and then with Boulder, then all we need to do is maybe thread it through this loop. And that should be fine. But yeah, save the video and crack on with the Woody. Okay, let's start the wooden coaster then. Have I got, wait a second, I haven't got that one open. That's probably why we're failing. Why we've got the worst value park award. Open, open. Okay, cool. Right, so let's do the wooden coaster. Let's change the color scheme a little bit just to make it stand out better. Okay, right, so let's hide the scenery and height markers on tracks. So we need to get it up to, what's that, is that 70 foot there? Now, considering that the chain lift is only 85 feet, doesn't give us a lot of wiggle room. By the time it gets back there, it's going to look really weird going through the final 2 banks. That's even if it does make it back through there. Plus you need to make them a certain length as well in order to get the good stats. So I can honestly see us having to put another chain lift on this, which is pretty dumb, but it is what it is. And why is that bit missing from there? Weird. Do a little. How about we do a little tunnel by here? Not there. Keep trying until we get it right. Very annoying. What about if we do it like that? That looks dumb. It would work, but it just looks dumb. What if we do that? $70 at the back, and then we can probably interact it somehow with the corkscrew. Take up to 125. No, it's a bit high. 150. How much have we got? How much have we got? We got 11,000 to play with. That should be fine. Nope. Just trying to fiddle. It's a puzzle. Just gotta get it to work. What if we tighten this bend a bit? It should be going slow enough at that point that we don't need to bank the corner. Okay, let's try and work a way around it. Okay, where do we need to get back to? We need to get back to there. Can we go under? We can. If we do a little trench. And there. Okay, so this is all going to be about momentum. How is... No, why am I clicking the wrong one all the time? 6.07, okay, so I don't think we've done enough with that. Wolf, one train. Change that, change that. Fast forward to the top there. Drops down. We know it's going to get around there. Fast forward to the top there. We know it's going to do this section. That's not going to be the issue. The issue is when it gets back to here, is it going to be going fast enough that it gets up this? Yeah. It is. It is going fast enough. So I can't do that. I can. Yeah. So what I was going to do is see if I could unbank that last section, but there's too much of it built already for me to do that. Just waiting for the stats to come in. There you go. I don't like the color. How about... Oh, that looks better. It's a more dramatic color. Okay, so they're all good apart from Boulder. Let's check them out. So we've got Wolf, which is the woody. We've got Tree Topper, which is the suspended. Already seen that one. What have we got? What's the orange one? We've seen that one. What's Dragon? That one's good. And Hawkeye, which is that one. So those four are good. It's just Boulder that needs a little bit of work. So let's save the video, come back and finish off Boulder. Okay, so how fast is it going? How fast is it going at this last bit? 34. 37. Okay, can we get it to that loop? That's my section. That's my section, right? Yeah, it's almost as if it's curved. In order to have it going that way. But is that going to make it? Is it going to get fast enough there? Do you know, we could... There is like a weird glitch with RCT where it just seems to go a bit faster after a corkscrew. So if we... Just need to try and get it over that direction. I don't want to go too fast, otherwise it's going to give me a too high a lateral G through the corkscrews. Right, is that going to be enough? I've added the extra corkscrews, not so much for the excitement, but to give me a little bit of a speed boost due to that weird little glitch I mentioned before. Ooh, a little bit too short. Let's look at the tracks. 65 there. Do you know what? If we do that, which is a little sneaky, but it's okay. Sometimes you need to do these things. A little sort of like a catch chain, if that's a thing. Well, there you go. Park entrance tickets, 5,000, 4,000. So we should be okay now, money-wise. If we run out of cash, we should just have to wait another month. So we know we're going to do this bit. Have we got enough speed to do that bit? There you go. Just waiting for the stats to come back. Fantastic. Look at that. 7.28. And it's completed. Awesome sauce. Stew. Cool. Yeah, so this one then didn't require a lot of work. It was mainly connecting the coasters up. And usually what I would say is do that anyway, even if the stats aren't great. You've still got a coaster that's working, you're still earning money. And then later on, then you can just go one by one, adding and correcting and fixing them all. But in this case, we only needed to go back and do one. Yeah, so pretty easy scenario. I think what I might do though is I might just continue playing it, just putting down some nice little bits of scenery, even if it's just fences and things like that, just to make it look a little nicer for when we do the outro. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed that video, a little longer than normal, maybe like a full playthrough. As I said, if you want more videos that are longer playthroughs, then you're going to have to help out. You're going to have to do your bit, and you're going to have to like and comment and subscribe and ring the bell and all the things that are really annoying when people ask you to do it. But the reason they ask you to do it, do you know what? It's because it works and it does help the channel out. And it's literally the easiest thing you can do to help a channel out. So anyway, yeah, I've been Stu. I'm going to play about with this, and when we come back, it's not going to be raining, and it's going to look a little nicer. Anyway, see you on the next one. Bye.